It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're already getting the feel for this new NBA season. Taking it all in with me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And to
oh, say does that.
The Timberwolves look, and with Tip. And KD is certainly a rarity, DA. His length and height and athleticism makes him a nightmare for any team he goes up against. And KG, 2 decades later, you still look the same. You don't age. You do not. Do not age.
Man, listen, I wish I could use the Beyonce. I woke up like this, but actually I woke up like this and worked out some more and then worked out a little more to look like this.
You look terrific.
You look great too, man. What's the secrets, man?
I'm following you, watching your advice.
Yeah, right. You've been doing this way, man. Ken, what year is this for you, seriously?
Broadcast in the NBA, 20 years, and then 12 years with 2K.
You're a beast, man. You know what I love about 2K, man? They bring the best in for the best.
You
understand, my dude? Straight
well,
up.
That's why we've got you. But, Kevin, you play this game a lot, don't you? Especially when you were young.
Man, listen, man, 2K is it, bro. There's no other games out here. This is what it is. If you play basketball, if you online, nobody's playing it, nothing else. This is it.
Yeah.
2K is the cream of the crop. It's the gang. They know what it is. It's lit. They know what it is. Seriously, they ain't got to do this. They know.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Knicks, Teague out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Parker in at the 4 slot. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Green outside. A rebound by Brook Lopez. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably 1 or 2 possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
Now here's Rondo. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. Here's Mirotic. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Bucket earned, out-muscling and out-hustling everybody for the rebound.
Teague kicks to Lopez. The dish to Redick. He tries for 3. That's good from Teague on the assist from Redick. Teague's got his first 3 points of the game. And KG, you're retired from the game now, and you're stepping into the broadcast business a little bit now, aren't you?
Man, you see me?
How do you like it?
You know what? Area 21 is something that is authentic. It's me. I'm having a great time watching the games. It's really cool being a fan now. I can root for people I want to root for. I don't have to worry about preparing and who I'm a guard, and I'm getting the tea. So you know what? It's a great time. It's work. You know, it's not just you go on there and you have a bunch of fun. You know, we actually get some things done, and but we have a great time, man.
You're an athlete.
Hey, Kev, listen, watching you, being around you, you know, man, the great, rest in peace to Craig, you know, Ernie, Charles, all these great influences, man, has definitely helped. Not just me, but our younger generations of broadcasters, man. It's totally, I didn't see this being my lane, but I'm having fun with it.
Doing a great job.
Well, the defense overcommits there. That's something you can't do against Green. He'll put you in the popcorn machine all night long.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And such an important contributor to his team's success over the years. It's amazing that Green was a second-round pick and coming out of a big school at that.
Now here's Teague. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Here's Redick inside, and there it is for him.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
59 seconds left in the first. Outside, Green. Dishes it to Durant. Mirotic, a screen on Butler. Off the pick. Durant, no good.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
Teague dishes to Lopez. Redick passes to Teague. A 3-pointer off the mark.
He just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Mirotic gets the bucket.
And this is where KD is so versatile. The defense playing him to shoot. He spots the open man, hits them with the perfect pass.
Lopez, a screen on Rondo. T kicks to Parker. Outside, Redick over Green.
Well, it's something that he's done throughout his career. Green once again making a big defensive play.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Knicks lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always
Comes from me being 8 years old.
year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, that first NBA championship.
Right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism, and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, to me, the story of that first period was their rebound.
Yeah, jumping out to a lead largely because they did the hard work on the glass. So you love the passion in the early part of this game that they're playing with.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Jimmy Butler. J.J. Redick is out there with Teague. Then there's Parker. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Durant gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. And Kevin, there was such a whirlwind around your trade to the Celtics from the Timberwolves. What were your thoughts and emotions at that time?
You know what? Being in Minnesota at that time, it was very difficult for me. I didn't necessarily want to leave. I had a goal to bring the city a championship, and I felt like I could do that. Nothing worse than when you have to deal with the reality of change. I'm not the one for change, even though I do know in order to process or progress better, you have to embrace some change. So with the help of my friends from Chauncey Billups, Teron Lue, I sat and I thought through it with those guys who have been through the trade process and talking to me, getting me to understand my options. And once I understood all my options, then I just, it was about what was best for me and my fam.
Wow, yeah, there's a lot to consider. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Kev, you had a voice in where you'd go from Minnesota. How did all that play out?
I sat with my wife, and we all kind of went through it and thought Boston was the best situation. Paul and I had great bones and great history that I don't think the world really knew. We have been knowing each other since 14, 15. I played with each other younger, and I had a chance to play with Cole, but that really didn't go through. A lot of people don't know I had a chance to play with Steve Nash also, but I wanted to play with a Stoudemire, and that wasn't the case. So I decided to go to Boston. Ray and I knew each other from South Carolina. And then, the Rondo piece was a huge piece for me. I had followed the youngster in his first year and just watched his growth a little bit, even though I was in the Western Conference. And then when I got to Boston, I knew they had good pieces like Kendrick Perkins and Tony Allen. I wasn't aware of the Big Baby piece yet. And then I wasn't sure on the Posey part. And then all of a sudden it started to come together. Eddie House. And then all of this. And
great names.
Great names. Just all alphas. All guys able to stand up and speak for themselves and be articulate and, all different facets and, very similar facets of who we are personality-wise. And a lot of people just don't know that team there, I don't think another coach could have coached that team other than Doc Rivers.
To the inside, and Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Green. Markkanen's got his second basket of the night, and that one goes out of bounds.
What was that?
That's touched by Teague.
Taking a look at some numbers for Redick, how he did last season. 5th in three-point shooting and ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
And you said it, top 5 percentage from deep. I don't think last year was an aberration. He's one of the deadliest sharpshooters in the game. Now here's Green. The pass to Durant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, he's had bad first quarters before and has dug himself out. Here's another one tonight.
Teague dishes to Parker. Kicks it to Lopez. Outside Butler. Lock at 6. Lopez, a screen on Durant. Over to the left wing. A nice shot by Teague.
Well, the ball whips around and finally gets to Jeff Teague, and he lets it fly. Just a terrific shot.
Great to have you with us, KG, and Lightning experience. Come back and join us sometime, okay?
Thank you, man. I appreciate it anytime.
You were terrific. You were terrific.
Great, K-Hall. You always made me look good, man. Since 95, man. We've been doing this a long time, my dude.
Great to see you.
Thank you, dog.
And Brent, it's amazing that our introduction to KG was just this high school kid from Chicago, and before that, from South Carolina. So unrefined, undefined, and now, you know, he has just so much wisdom to impart. He's learned so much. It's wonderful to listen to.
You think about Kevin Garnett, Kevin, and the fact that he played more than half of his life in the NBA. And for a guy like that to pick up some sort of knowledge, to carry it on and to pay it forward, that's the kind of loyalty and enthusiasm that Kevin Garnett always shows for the game of basketball. Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. And he's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Lopez, a screen on Rondo. Outside, Redick. To Teague. Some nice passing by New York here. Lopez inside. He's got 8. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Outside, Green. Three-pointer. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. And Kenny, and we're just about ready for the start of the...
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. What a game. New York's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
And the Timberwolves, a team that is evolving how you imagine they would with Tibbs running things here. Deliberate approach on both ends of the floor and really looking to dominate the rebounding margin.
Markkanen is out there with Mirotic. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Green. And it's Durant in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Lopez a screen. Teague kicks to Lopez. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Greg, in the areas you just talked about, rebounding and pace, the Timberwolves are very much where they want to be.
Yeah, the team just looks to make the most out of their possessions and try to beat you through efficiency. They have players that can get easy transition points when the opportunity presents itself, but in general, they aren't trying to speed the game up.
Mirotic's shot is off. Knicks trail by 3. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Back to Teague. He kicks to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Lopez has got 10 points in the game.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Now, here is Mirotic. Right side, Durant. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Timberwolves.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim, those tend to be far more efficient.
Teague kicks to Parker. Back to Teague. Lopez a screen. Parker outside. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line. Brent, when you think back to some of your favorite teammates in your 14-year career, what characteristics do those guys tend to have?
I think about two things, Kevin. The first is competitive drive. You always are drawn to guys who on a daily basis just want not only their team to be their best, but they want to be their best. That's an attractive quality. And secondly, probably the idea about where basketball sits in terms of the priority in your life. I always appreciated guys who could go do their work, separate from their work, and enjoy the time in the moment that they had with teammates, with family, with friends. That kind of balance to me is an attractive quality.
Here's the screen. Heritage has a wide open look. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Knicks leading by 4. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Passes it to Redick. Durant against Butler. Lopez a screen from the arc. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. 5th, Jimmy Butler.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Rondo against Teague. Mirotic, a screen on Teague. They kick it out to Green. Markkanen sets the pick for Green. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Timberwolves have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And so he hits the technical free throw. Well, for a long time, most media guides had Kevin Durant listed at 6'9". Most players and fans knew, Brent, that was dated information from when Durant first joined the league. He's clearly grown since entering the NBA.
It took a while for Kevin Durant to actually admit to the fact that he was 7 feet tall in shoes. So we finally have that tidbit of information that's so critical to whether or not Kevin Durant is a good player or a great player, right? I'm kidding, Kev.
It is. Butler kicks to Redick. Feeds to T. Over Rondo. And the Knicks miss again.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of his position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Outside Durant. Over Butler. That's short off the rim. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Knicks out front, up 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Keep digging, man. Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And New York looking at who they've got. Jimmy Butler is out there with Parker. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Teague. And it's Lopez in at the center position. It's Durant with the drive. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Teague the pass to Butler. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player.
He hits both from the stripe. And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range jump shot. Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
That's good from Durant.
Well, the pure length of Durant makes his shot so difficult to contest. Just one of many reasons he lives at the free throw line.
Outside Butler. Parker against Mirotic, and that one drops for him. And the Knicks lead by 4.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Durant sets a screen for Rondo. And it's Markkanen, top of the key. To the middle. And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, when Durant gets on a roll, when he's being aggressive, his length and skill set makes him unguardable.
New York's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Teague dishes to Lopez. Redick setting the pick for Lopez. Lopez, a screen on Rondo. Teague kicks to Lopez. And Durant sends it back.
The long arm of the law. Durant is not a premier shot blocker, but you wouldn't know it from that play.
And they take the lead. 7 points for Nikola Mirotic. Game winding down, and they just keep changing lead.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Redick passes to Parker. Back to Redick. Lopez a screen. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Redick. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up missing both free throws. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Rondo dishes to Markkanen, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And Markkanen is a perfect candidate for that stretch 4. Outstanding at pulling the trigger from deep and not afraid to go inside and bang with the other bigs.
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never flinched.
.146 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Rondo. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
He just lives for the moment. Rondo there coming up big time for his team when they need it most.
The free throw drops for Rondo.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Lopez, a screen on Rondo. T kicks to Parker. Outside for Redick. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
And why would you not go to the best shooter on the floor? J.J. Redick living for that moment.
Teague against Rondo. Mirotic the screen. Now here's Durant. He's tightly guarded. Some solid defense from Butler. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Lopez. They set the pick. T kicks to Parker. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
Back to Durant. Markkanen passes to Rondo. Green with a screen on Teague. It's deflected.
Yeah, how about the focus there by Markkanen? Terrific at keeping his eyes on the basket, not letting the D affect his rhythm.
New York calls timeout. They're down by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Fizdale said to the team. He talked talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Thank you, David. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They'd love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but you also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered. But with the game in the balance, Teague really comes up with a huge make.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Time working against them here.
Got to grab a quick score and a foul, and even then it might be too late.
It's good on the putback.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. There's the 3. Bullseye!
Oh my God!
What a sweet-looking stroke there from Teague. He's lethal from the three-point line.
Minnesota calls timeout. Guys, what's your take?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
So a close game sees New York take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. So for David All.
Hey, who took those last free throws? Was that Rondo?
J'ai commencé tôt poteau, t'avais pas la